So back in 2015, after I had woken up from a coma, I watched Oprah's 26 episodes of tough questions about God back in 2015. Now, Oprah did wonders for me with me learning. I mean, some 20 years ago, I realized that inside of us all we're God, but a small part of our spiritual side. Not like saying I'm God or something like that, but when you look at it and say I'm God within I tapped into that small spiritual side that we all should do. Um, and and she's been throwing out these little bits and pieces for 25 years about that. It's not like I ever watched anything other than those 26 episodes, but uh, I was amazed at what I learned. But I'm really amazed at how I enhanced what she was throwing out, where she was looking for a trailblazer. And now I'm here to tell Oprah that I've become that trailblazer. I found what I consider the next step for humanity, and I've written it all out in the book. Um, and you can get it at yourname.blog or um, globalstabilizedenergy.com. We're trying to spiritually global stabilized energy throughout the planet. That's our goal. That's our mission on what we're trying to do. Now, um, uh, uh, Oprah actually taught me, her motto was one love. No, her motto was God, love, and the truth. And at the end of it, I simplified it majorly by saying one love, one God, and one truth. Now, if you take that in hand with the four other things, I forgot what she did on the 26 episodes, but they weren't correct when you look at it. What I've figured out, it's the horizontal truth, which is male, female, sliding back to a male, sliding back to a female, both meeting in the middle, so that we can be one complete human. Now, with that being said, those are two, which is the horizontal truth. Now, the vertical truth, which comes this way, is God at the top, and that complete human at the bottom. It goes up and down. We're the same as God that way, as men and women are same being human. So we come to this middle part of us, and those are the four truths that we uncovered. And when we uncover our spiritual side, which is the vertical truth, uh, and our human side, which is the horizontal truth, going this way, back and forth, we uncover the whole truth. With that being said, that by itself merges the two, where uh, Tony Robbins helped me uncover the twins in language, which that is. And that's going to be no guesswork, where you don't have to learn to have faith in God, or you don't have to learn to believe in God. So therefore, it's not going to matter if you're a believer, an agnostic, or an atheist. And the truth is, on the vertical side of language is non-physical, which is what you think, feel, and believe and know. Now, on the horizontal side of language, um, which is the human side, um, when you take that into account and you put them both together, it doesn't matter what you think, feel, believe, or know, because it is only God. That's it. No other than that. It doesn't matter what you think, feel, or believe, or know, because it is, and it is only him. It's either God or human. Which are we? If we're and since there's one truth, and it shows you the way of, if for example, if you're gay, that means you're doing it humanly because you missed the horizontal truth. And that's the one truth. You're looking for one truth where you have one love. Now that one love is who you choose to make, literally who you choose, and but it can only be of the opposite sex, and it's a medical. I'm not going to say that. I just whatever, you're doing it humanly if you're gay. Now I'm sure there's backlash on you know the gays. They're pretty wild when it comes to how mouthy they are. But anyway, that's where I learned with Oprah in the Four Truths, and also um, the human part of God, love, and the truth. But the dichotomy of love and truth are equal. They're perfectly equal, which is the other end of the stick, just like God and human, or just like man and woman. I mean, everything is so symmetrical coming that way. It's perfect, absolutely perfect in everything that is trying to be figured out. Therefore, once you try to put any question, you're going to get the answer. Not a answer, the correct answer, God's way. God didn't leave it for somebody to believe or have faith. He made it so you can figure out a rock solid knowing, in which I did. And now I'm leaving it to the pros because I learned it from them. I enhanced what they did to be able to get to this point, which is the height of spirituality. Now, with all 10 of us together, all the pros that I enhanced, I'm here to tell you right now, I want to get those 10 on a Zoom call and start understanding what I did after they read my book and say, okay, I get where you're coming from. After we do that, I want a meeting with the Pope, with the 10 of us, because that's where we enhance the world we live to. And the religious world will follow by what I've uncovered if we get the 10 pros together with their knowledge and mine expanding on top of their knowledge. uh you know Once we do that, it's foolproof. I mean, it's actually perfect. It's crazy how you look at it. And I'm just not a normal guy, so anybody can be reached. I think initially you might have to be very, very analytical. And that's why I need the pros to actually, where I've explained it to the point where anybody can understand it, but I need the pros to explain it because my book apparently is too intellectual. You know, don't ask me why. I mean, I'm certainly not an academic. I mean, they labeled me back in high school as having a learning disability, but it was really dyslexia. And that's a major thing for me because it's kind of like a disconnect between words on the outside and writing them from the inside. That comes very, very hard for me. But, to other people, it can flow like, just like you're talking.